are live. Happy New Year to all of you from me, Raine Cruz, and from my guest today here on the Rain Check, UNF Rising Star, Daniel El Huron Labastida. Hi,
What's
Daniel.
up,
How are
people?
you?
Good, how are you?
I am doing good. So you were telling me earlier that you are currently at the parking lot of Pugilist Gym, which is where you train at, right?
Yeah, I just got done with training. Training was supposed to go on till like 1:30, but I ended a little early today.
Ah, that's awesome. To join me on the rain check, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Oh, oh my God. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it because you, my friend, are the very first guest of the rain check this 2025. So I'm very happy to have you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and I'm very honored that you chose me for your first guest. I know there's a bunch of fighters you could have chosen.
Hey, why not, man? Because you've always been nice to me and you are the people's champ. So, since it's a new year, Daniel, how has the new year been for you so far?
So far, it's been all about February 8th. I've been in camp since like November.
Hmm.
Mid-November, I started my camp for this. And yeah, since the camp started, the only thing that matters is February 8th. Not the New Year. Christmas, I took the time off to spend time with my family. Otherwise, my mom would have beat my ass. But yeah, everything is all about February 8th. I didn't celebrate the New Year. I was in bed early because I had training at 8:30 in the morning, January 1st. So for me, that was a great way to start the year.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, did you skip any of like your favorite holiday meals then because you were prepping for your fight on February 8th?
No, because I fight pretty close to my natural walking weight.
Mm.
So I don't cut too much weight because, I feel like you need to eat to fight.
Yeah, so you can have that strength, right? Especially when you're training
Yeah.
so hard.
Yeah, because calories are energy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, do you have any New Year's resolution, especially when it comes to your life as a fighter? Maybe something in terms of your fighting style, training, or maybe in terms of your diet?
No, I didn't really make a New Year's resolution, but something I
Mhm.
really need to work on is it's just being more punctual and not being late to practice. I'm not too late. Sometimes I show up like if practice starts at 12, I'll show up at 12:01.
Right there, right?
You
Like
know.
right on time,
It
right?
No, if
I
you're
know.
not early, you're late.
You're late. Yeah, I know. When you're
Yeah.
in time, you're late, right?
Yes, there's no such thing as on time. Only
That is
early
true.
and late.
I agree with that one, my friend. I'm the same way. I'm like I'm trying to make it early, and then I'm like something always happens, right? And then you're like, oh man, now I'm like on time, which, like you said, when you're on time, kind of technically you're late, right?
Yes, you're
Yeah.
right.
Well, so you've been talking about February 8th a lot, and which is because you have a fight coming up against Jorge Ortega in a Rising Stars flyweight bout at UNF 22. Now,
Hmm.
both of you are trying to bounce back from a loss last year. What is your biggest motivation to win against your opponent on February 8th at UNF 22?
My biggest motivation,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't know.
It's like, what is something that drives you that tells you, okay, I really need to
Something,
win this fight?
the fact that I lost my last two fights in a row.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of fighters they kind of just let everything happen to them instead of happening to the fight. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they let life happen to them instead of them happening to life, and they accept their amateur record for what it is, they accept that they weren't able to get the amateur title, and then they decide to go pro. And it's
Ooh.
like I don't know. If I lose this fight, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to continue in MMA with
Mm-hmm.
3 losses in a row, and they're not even to like the champion. If I
Mm-hmm.
lost to the champion 3 times in a row, that'd be different. But
Mm-hmm.
losing to 3 guys you know, who to me like aren't the best, then you really gotta question what's happening and what you're doing and what your next move is. Because after my last 2 losses, I've already changed a lot. You know, I don't know what more I could change other than just not doing MMA.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. When you say changed a lot, like change a lot in terms of like the way you train or your fighting
Yes,
style.
yeah, both.
Okay.
Doing a lot more boxing, a lot more cardio, training a lot more in general, and training a lot more of the right things. Training
Mm.
a lot harder, and lately I've been getting a lot of work in at Hayastan. It's
Okay.
the Armenian gym where Arshak
Yeah.
trains at. Yeah, so shout out to them because they've been helping me a lot over there.
Oh, that's
Specifically,
awesome.
specifically Fedia Shabanian.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully, I didn't say his last name too wrong, but
Fedia Chavanyan. Yeah.
yeah. So he's helping me a lot. I got you know, the help from the Armenians. What's it called at Hayastan, and I get
Handstand.
help
Uh-huh.
from the Brazilians at Axie, and then
Mm-hmm.
I get to go to Axie and feel like an American.
Uh-huh.
So it's really cool. It's like I don't know. I get to see a lot of the 3 different cultures and how
That's
they're all
amazing.
and how like all 3 of the cultures like fighting is a huge part in all 3 cultures.
That's awesome. And then you get a taste of like how like what kind of like how it is for them, right?
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
you make it into your own.
Yes. You
Dude,
know,
that's amazing.
and like Armenia and Brazil and Mexico, they are they're a little different from America in the way like you can fight in the street a little more, and you're not gonna get into too much legal trouble. It's settled in the street. But then here, if like someone says something to you and then you hit them, they might call the cops on you and you're gonna get in trouble, even though they deserve to get hit.
Yeah.
Because that's
You might
not
get
how it
sued
happened.
too.
What?
You might get sued too, right?
Exactly. Yes. You know.
Yeah. Well, so I happened to announce your first round submission victory at UNF 14. I remember that night because after you won, I remember you jumped on the cage, you had your cool shades on, you had your sailor hat on, and everyone was like cheering for you. Be honest to me, Daniel. Did you watch that fight over and over again? Because that was really cool, man. And the way you celebrated too, everyone was just like cheering for you.
Yes. I watch the fight a lot, and then I turn it off when it gets to celebration. When it gets to celebration, I kind of cringe a little, and I wish I didn't celebrate so much.
No,
But
everyone loved it.
I'm also glad I did it because literally just the sunglasses and the shades that got so much attention, and I gained so many followers, and after that, like so many more people started liking my posts and viewing my story. So I don't know. It's something so simple like just
Uh-huh.
putting on a hat goes such a far way.
Dude, I think it's your character. Like you're a nice guy, you have that charisma. I
Yeah.
mean, wait, the sailor hat and the shades, were those yours or someone just like gave them to you?
No, they were mine.
Okay. And that was your plan all along to put them on like when you
The
win?
the hat, yes, definitely the hat. I love the hat, but my friend went into my bag and he grabbed the hat and the sunglasses. I had a bunch of different stuff in my bag, like so many different things for in case I lost the fight, and then stuff for in case I won the fight.
Oh
You
my
know,
god.
because so I had that, and he grabbed it from my bag while I was warming up, and then when I got on the cage, he just I was on the cage flexing, and then I just feel him tapping on my leg, and I look down, and he and my training partner Fabio is handing me the hat and sunglasses. It was yeah.
And you're like, no
Thank goodness he was
hesitation. You're
there.
like, I'm gonna put this on.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to him. I didn't think about that.
Dude, we all love it. We all loved it. That was amazing.
Thank
Oh,
you.
now you have a really interesting nickname, El Huron. What
Thor
does
came
that
up with
mean?
it.
Was
Look,
that?
he's actually just he's walking out right now.
Oh, hi
Why
Thor.
are you
How
doing
are
it?
you?
Hi.
Hi.
Why? You know you could go inside. You don't have to do it out here. Hi.
He
Welcome to
came
the
up
Rain
with
Check.
so him and Cameron Fardad came up with the fight name El Huron.
El Huron. Okay.
Yeah,
I had nothing to do with
they
Cam.
came up with it
What do you mean
together.
they? They're always saying they. There's no they and we.
Those people,
There's no they in team.
you people.
How you doing?
Hi, doing good.
So
Welcome to the Rain Check.
Rain
All
was
right.
asking how the name came up.
I
The
just
El
thought of
Huron, yeah.
So Thor just thought of it.
yeah.
Oh,
The guy who gave me my accordion was named El Huron.
okay.
Did you hear
Okay.
that,
And he
Rain?
reminded you a lot of Daniel.
The guy who gave me my accordion,
Hmm.
Crank Part 3, and that's this guy.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Because I looked up the meaning of it, right? And online, Google said it's like a ferret.
It is a
And I was
ferret.
like,
Yeah, the ferret.
okay.
You
Okay.
that's a great nickname. Ferrets are
Yeah. I was
actually
like,
deadly. They kill cobras.
Yeah. So it was something that Thor,
Stay in Cam.
and we were all laughing and having a good time, and so I
uh,
decided to keep it, you know,
it is
because
very
it's
unique. I'm glad you kept the nickname.
thank you, and I didn't know what else to use as a fight name,
Yeah.
and also I didn't want to have like a serious fight name because it's kind of lame when guys are like they're like call me,
Pitbull.
yeah,
The pitbull. How many pitbulls?
call me
are
Dragon,
there? Dragon's fresh.
and it's like bro, what do you think? Who do you think you are?
The dragon.
There's so many dragons out there, though.
Is there?
I
Exactly.
feel like there's always like a dragon is kind of like common, like as a nickname, right? And then like when I heard Daniel's nickname El Oron, I was like, this is like different. I need to find out what it means. How did he get this nickname? Because it's very unique.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you,
Well,
Thor.
thank you, Thor. Wait,
Thanks,
while you're
Coach.
out there, I want to ask Daniel this question. I feel like he has like a great support system with you guys at Pugilist Gym. Like Daniel, how much does it mean to you that you have like Thor as your coach and your teammates at the Pugilist Gym as your support system?
Hmm.
How much that means to you, dog?
It means so much. I told Thor every day how grateful I am for him, and it
This
just
is the
helps,
first time I'm ever hearing this. Is good. Keep going.
and it just makes it so much easier to gather the strength and go to training every day, twice a day,
He does do that.
Oh
and to
wow,
train hard.
Trains hard.
You know, they give you strength. They
that's
give me
amazing.
strength.
It's a good answer.
Yeah.
Now, who is your favorite sparring partner then at Pugilist Gym? Is it
Hmm.
Thor?
Probably this guy.
Dude, this is like one of the few sparring partners my size. His name's Rafa.
It's good.
He's
Rafa.
really good. He's half fresh Muay Thai.
Okay.
So I brought in a lot of Muay Thai guys for this camp.
Oh, because is that something that you want to like train on a
Bye.
lot? Bye, Thor. Thank you so much.
Later, coach. Well, no, it's because my opponent is, he looks like he's really good at Muay Thai, and that's his bread and butter, Muay Thai.
Mm-hmm.
So, but my favorite sparring partner is
Mm-hmm.
probably Paul TG.
All TG. Okay.
I don't know if you've seen him fight, but he's fought twice for UNF at 135.
Yeah, I believe I've announced him before too.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
he's crazy. He's like like Zabit.
Like who?
Zabit, Magomed Sharipov.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The the Dagestani that retired early.
The retired early. Actually, no,
Yeah,
no.
you don't, you gotta look him up. He broke
Okay.
into the UFC top 10 at 145, and then retired
Oh,
on a
wow.
winning streak.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he
Okay. I'm gonna
fought
look him
Calvin
up.
Cater. Calvin Cater. I can't remember who else, but
Huh.
yeah, if you look him up, you'll have a good idea of how Paul TG fights, and then you'll see like why he's my favorite sparring partner.
Okay. Okay.
He also
I'm gonna look
Yeah,
him
he
up
also
then.
like kind of beats me up every day.
Well, I guess that makes it more challenging for you though, right?
Yes, I kind of need that.
Yeah. Yeah. So now that we're talking about like, your training and you getting into training in MMA, how did you start your MMA career?
Hmm.
Like how did you get into it?
So how I got into MMA, I moved to Arizona to for school.
Mhm.
Um, my aunt lives in Arizona, and she invited me to live at her house and to go to the community college, like in her neighborhood.
Mhm.
So I moved out there, and there's a huge MMA community out there in Arizona. And she signed me up for this gym called Fight Ready. I don't know if you've heard of it, but Henry Cejudo trains there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So it's a pretty legit gym, and it was like my first MMA gym. And I immediately like started going every single day and started spending all my money and time on MMA.
Oh, wow. Like you fell
Yeah.
in love with it like after you've done jujitsu? Cuz I kind of like scroll through your Instagram, not being a creep. I was just mostly like doing like a research on you. But I've seen that you've won jujitsu competitions prior to doing MMA.
Yes. So I started training jiu-jitsu and MMA at the same time, but I started competing jiu-jitsu a lot before.
Okay, okay.
So I started doing MMA, mostly grappling, and then I immediately started training in jiu-jitsu tournaments. I started training MMA, and the very next month I got third place at a jiu-jitsu tournament. And then I just kept spamming jiu-jitsu tournaments. I did so many. I
Uh-huh.
did like one every month, and then and then it's telling me to refresh the page. Should I do that, Rain?
I don't think you have to cuz I can still hear you.
Okay, so we'll just keep going like this.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I'll do an MMA fight since like I have grappling and I've been training a little bit of stand up.
Mhm.
And then after my first MMA fight, I'll decide if I want another one. And so I had my first MMA fight. It went all 3 rounds. I lost, but I couldn't end it. I couldn't let it end like that. So I knew I had to had another one.
Mhm.
And then every single time I fight, I tell myself I'm just gonna have one more fight, and then I'll see how I feel after that. And so then I fight, and I'm like, I want to do it again.
Uh-huh. Now, so what's like your best or either best or your most favorite moment while competing in jujitsu?
Hmm.
Because I was scrolling through your pictures on Instagram. I was like, oh my God, it looks like he's really having fun doing this.
Yes, my best moment was when probably this one tournament when I was a blue belt,
Hmm.
and I went up a weight class. I normally compete at 133, but this one was at 142. And then I was in this match, and I was getting handled. I just kept getting taken down and mounted, and my back kept getting taken. And this guy scored so many points on me, like 10 points. And then he got tired, like halfway through the match, and I came back and I scored like 20 points.
Wow.
And then I submitted him. And then like all the everyone from my jiu-jitsu gym was there, and they all couldn't believe it. They all said they've never seen anything like that before. And so that's my favorite, when come back from adversity,
Yeah,
when I'm kind of losing a little bit, and then I come back and I win.
yeah. That's amazing.
That,
That's like watching a movie, man.
yes, it is
Right?
like a movie, It feels better than just having a masterclass performance.
True, true. That's amazing, man. Now, when your coach Thor showed up earlier, I asked you about, how much their support means to you. Now, I kind of want to switch gears here. First, I want to say I'm sorry again, um, um, for you and your brother for losing your dad like last year. And I know there was this inaugural Guillermo Labastida Diaz luncheon in honor of your dad that was set up by the Pugilist Gym last year for your
Hmm.
dad. Um, Tell me how much that support from your teammates meant during that time of your life, because that must be like a really like heartbreak for you and your brother to lose your father at a young age.
It was really tough. It was really hard.
Hmm.
But Thor, the organizing literally an entire community outreach was really awesome, and it helped a lot. And it helped me realize that there's beauty in everything, even
Hmm.
in death. And if you try to figure out why things happen, that's questioning God. And I don't know if people believe in God, but I don't think you should question God. I think you should just appreciate it,
Hmm. Amen.
because when you're questioning, it's hard to appreciate it.
I agree with you on that one, my friend.
So yeah, even though like my dad died, like Thor organized like this luncheon in the park where
Hmm.
the entire team came. A bunch of my friends and family came. My aunt came from Mexico. It was her first time coming to the United States in 30 years. And
Wow.
yeah, and it was that wasn't my first time meeting my aunt, but I didn't really meet her until after my dad died. So, I got to meet her too. I got to get a lot closer to my family in Mexico.
That's
Yeah,
good. You get to like reconnect, right, with your family in Mexico through
yeah,
this loss. I feel like you gained something as well.
yes.
Now, I want to ask you, what's the best lesson that you learned from your dad?
Hmm.
Was he like a
I don't
happy
know.
like guy like
That's
you too?
He
Always
was.
positive.
That's such a good question. Maybe it's like that life always goes on.
Hmm.
Everything passes, and there's always a better tomorrow. Everything gets better.
I love that. I love that. And like for me, I was very close to my grandpa. He raised me, and when he passed away, the way that I dealt with like the grief is that I tried to remember the things that he taught me and then kind of like practice it. So it felt like it felt like he was living through me. You
He
know,
is. He was. He definitely was.
yeah.
That way you're keeping his spirit alive, and his who he was, and his memory too.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel like for you, that is something that, you can maybe you've already like figured it out what like, a favorite thing that your dad always liked to do, right? And you try to do it in his memory,
Yeah.
or it's
Well,
something that you probably have to think about.
it's gonna be the luncheon. So
Mm.
how Thor got the idea of the luncheon was because my dad he liked to to prepare a bunch of tortas, like Mexican
Oh,
sandwiches.
sandwiches? Okay.
Yeah, and he would hand them out to people who were hungry, and then I told Thor that my dad did that, and then Thor said he wanted to keep doing that, and so every year in March we're gonna get a bunch of food together and give it to whoever is hungry, whoever needs it, just how my
Oh,
dad did. And we're gonna keep his memory alive like that, and we're gonna honor him that way.
that is beautiful, Daniel.
Thank you.
And I'm really, really happy that you have that support from your coach, Thor, from your teammates at Pugilist Gym, from your family, from your friends. That is such an amazing thing to have, in your life. And I'm really glad that you appreciate it too, man. That's amazing.
Thank you. It's it's all we have, It's the relations with people,
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
relationships you build. That's the meaning of life, really.
Mm-hmm. And it's a great blessing to have, right?
Yes.
And you, my friend, have this great blessing of being the people's champion. And I mentioned this earlier. Everyone loves you. You have this positive attitude, such a nice guy. Every time I see you at our events, even when you're not fighting, man, I'm always like excited to see you because you're always like so nice to be around with.
Thank you.
So, um, everyone loves your style, your character. Now, if El Uron wants to represent a certain brand, which brand would you represent or proudly wear? Or like proudly say, hey, I am sponsored by this brand.
Hmm.
Because you're the people's champion. Everyone's looking at you. Kind of like when you're wearing that sailor hat and the sunglasses.
Probably Cop Jai Lai.
Which one?
It's called Cop Jai Lai.
Okay.
It's my favorite restaurant.
Ooh, okay.
It's really good.
What's your
Me,
favorite food from that restaurant?
I don't know. Everything is really. They have all my favorite foods, like
Uh-huh.
orange chicken, papaya salad, chicken lap. They have pho.
Oh,
They have fried rice.
and where
But
are they where are they located? Now I'm hungry.
it's in Chatsworth, in the
Okay.
valley. Where are you located, Rain?
I'm in Ontario. Not Canada though.
Oh,
California.
okay.
But
Yeah, that's
maybe,
a,
at some point I'll be in that area and I will check out that restaurant.
yeah, it's kind of near Woodland Hills. Are you gonna be
Okay.
at the February 8th event?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there February 8th. I'm gonna be announcing you.
Okay,
So
sweet.
there you go. I'm gonna check out that place. Once again, for everyone who's listening, what's the name of that restaurant?
It's called Cop Jai Lai.
Top Chai Lai in
Yeah, it's
Woodville
like
in
it's
Chatsworth.
yeah in Chatsworth. It's like Thai food and Laotian food,
Ooh, okay. It sounds
and
really
it's owned by my best friend's mom.
good. Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I found out about it. Like my friend that I went to high school with and known for a really long time, his mom opened it, and she's a
Mm.
really good cook. And it has like I don't know if you like Thai food,
Oh, I
but
do. I love it.
I love how spicy and how limey it is. You know, how, like it has everything has lime in Thai food,
Yeah.
and that's the best to me.
Yeah. That's spicy and like limey flavor, right?
Yeah, it's citrusy.
Ah, that's really good.
It is.
I can see you now, like in a poster of maybe eating pho, like with a championship belt, right? On on
Ooh.
your shoulder. I'm visualizing this
Yes.
for you, Daniel.
I like. Yeah, I think. And when I win the belt, that's the first place I'm gonna take it to. Cop Chai Lai.
There you go. And we need that photo. You eating
Okay.
pho and in the championship gold on your shoulder.
I never get the pho from there. I like going to Vietnamese restaurants for pho.
Oh, okay, okay. Or maybe let's see, maybe some Thai tea. You're chugging some Thai tea. There you go to
some,
celebrate.
some Thai coffee.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I love it. Now, do you have any message for your supporters?
Hmm. Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you for rocking with me. I rock with you guys. It's not over yet. There's still so much more. And not just like in MMA, but it's just in life. Even though, while you're fighting is life. But after fighting, there's so much more to life.
I agree. I agree. And now, Daniel, I wish you a great 2025. I'm going to see you soon on February 8th at UNF 22 at Marriott Woodland Hills. It's going to be closer to you, right? This time?
Yes, a lot closer. I'm in Simi Valley. It's only like 20 minutes away. It's
Oh,
gonna be
wow. I'm
awesome.
jealous.
Yeah, it's gonna be really comforting, real relaxing.
That's amazing. Now, you guys, please do get your tickets on upnextfighting.com. Follow Daniel Labastida at Danny, DANY underscore Labastida, LABASTIDA 14 on Instagram. Also follow Up Next Fighting at Up Next Fighting and follow me, Raine Cruz at Ringside Raine on Instagram. Daniel, I really appreciate you being here today on the Rain Check. Thank you so much again. I will see you soon. And I wish you
Thank,
all the best, man.
thank you, Rain. Happy New Year. See you February 8th.
See you, so happy New Year. He is Daniel Abastida. I am Raine Cruz. This is the Rain Check, and we are checking out. Bye, Daniel.
Bye, guys.
Bye.